The moisture as well off to our south and west, moving over Arkansas and portions of Mississippi. We're going to be tracking this as it moves to the north and east and will be affecting us later on tonight into tomorrow night, and won't be moving out of our area until we move through the day on Sunday. But you did notice a corridor earlier. If you had joined WPSD Local 6 at 6 o'clock, it was mainly along western Kentucky and the Illinois-Kentucky border. However, that line has shifted to the north, as we're seeing now. It is along the I-64 corridor through Carbondale back towards Cape Girardeau, Fredericktown, and through Wayne and Stoddard counties. Well, at this moment, what's going on right now doesn't present that much of a hazard. That's why the National Weather Service did not prompt a winter weather advisory for what's going on right now. However, that does kick in at 6 p.m. on Sunday. One thing about this, we can expect supercells ahead of the line, and then you have that main line as well. So we're going to be expecting gusty winds as our major concern here, only because they can be reaching 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts. Also, since we've had so much rain in the days prior to this event, the ground is very, very saturated. So keep a close eye on maybe weak trees or young trees. Most of us are looking for some warmth as we wrap up this work week. Temperatures at this current hour, we've got places already below freezing. 31 in Princeton and in Hopkinsville, Mount Vernon at 30 degrees. Paris and Union City already into the upper 20s. So you can see where these numbers are going to be going as you head out to the door. Probably enjoying some of these playoff games. Ultimate Doppler 6 live radar giving us clean scans. We've got a little bit of cloud cover stretching along I-55 here, but otherwise we can expect to enjoy the 47% waning gibbous moon that is going to be overhead. Then, as we're going to be moving through the weekend, we're going to be keeping our eye to the west as we're going to be seeing and watching some of these high thin cirrus clouds start to roll in, especially as we move through the day on Saturday. But enjoy these clear skies, mostly clear. Another cold night ahead. By 7 o'clock or at 27, and 10 o'clock we're into the lower to mid 20s. And then as we are going to be pushing forward to early Saturday morning, if you're going to be maybe going and enjoying a 5K or even a yard sale, these are the sunrise temperatures that are going to be greeting you. Upper teens for Princeton, Harrisburg, mid-teens for Mount Vernon, 20 degrees for Paducah and Union City, low 20s for Cape Girardeau and in Poplar Bluff. It's going to be a rather chilly and cold start as we start the weekend, but we won't be tracking anything as far as frozen precipitation until we get into the second half of the weekend. So we are able to watch these clouds start to filter in. This is 11 a.m. on your Saturday. We'll be seeing some filtered sunshine, and then as we push forward, we do notice a little bit of light snow activity, but it's mainly for those along the I-64 corridor. Those of us in the local 6 area, we may see a 1, 2, maybe 3 snowflakes at best, but we're going to be seeing that push off to the north and east. Clouds cover is still going to be sticking with us as we head into the overnight hours, going from Saturday night into your Sunday morning. We're going to be starting off Sunday morning with partly cloudy skies, a beautiful sunrise, but it is going to be another frigid start. Then as we push from 8 o'clock to after lunchtime, this is when we'll start to see a little bit of light shower activity. In fact, we'll get a little bit of surge of warm air here. We're expected average highs for Sunday to be into the mid 40s. That's why you're seeing rain around 2 p.m. on your Sunday afternoon. Pushing it forward about 4 hours here, the sun is starting to set and this cold air is starting to filter in as well. One positive thing about this is that we have a very, very narrow transition line. That's the pink that you're seeing right here. Normally, in most cases, we have a larger transition line and we're looking at an extended period of sleet and a wintry mix. But that line is very, very thin. So we're going to be seeing a quick transition from rain into snow as we head from Sunday evening into the overnight hours. The snow does push to the south and east, and by the time we wrap things up Sunday night going into Monday morning, we eventually transition all to snow, and it's a quick mover. So by Monday morning, we're looking at this system exiting. So even though it's still going to be cold, so that does mean we may have a little bit of trouble as we move through the morning commute on your Monday morning. Just keep checking back with us through the weekend and also into Monday morning as well. Here are some average snowfall totals here. The main stretch is going to be from Carbondale through portions of central Illinois back up to Evansville, and then that snow coverage and accumulation does get lighter as we move farther south of the Ohio River. So this is nothing really to be getting excited about. Just take your time if you're going to be traveling, and also just use common sense. So we're not going to be seeing anything as far as wintry precipitation until we get a little closer to Monday morning. So you'll be able to enjoy a nice brisk Saturday morning. 40 degrees for a high there. Back down into the 30s for a Saturday night going into Sunday morning. Mid 40s. That's why you'll be seeing the rain first, because we do warm up quite nicely into those mid 40s. Back down into the 20s. We're only going to be staying in the low 30s for Monday and Tuesday, so anything that does fall and accumulate, it may be sticking around for a little bit. That's when we'll start to see overnight lows into the upper teens. 30 degrees for an average high on Tuesday, and then we rebound into the 40s by the end of next week.
Wow, things just keep going downhill once we kick off the weekend.
They
towards
do,
Monday.
Unfortunately. But as we get a little closer to Friday for next week, we're into the 40s. So, and at this point, the 40s do sound warm.
They do. We'll just grin and bear it through Sunday and Monday. All right,
yes.
Tori, thanks.
As we get into around lunchtime, we're starting to see a little lull in the action, but that is when around 2 o'clock, that's when we can expect it to move across central portions of Missouri. 4 o'clock, Carbondale, Cape Girardeau, New Madrid, still on the west side of the Mississippi. It's over the Mississippi now around 6 o'clock. From about 4 to 6, we're going to be expecting Vienna, Harrisburg, Paducah, Bardwell, Martin, and Trenton. Then it affects the Pennyroyal region by 8 o'clock. This slight risk pulls south, and that is when more of the local 6 area is under a slight risk for severe weather come Monday. We have 60 to 70 mile per hour damaging wind gusts. So if you have one of those maybe large trampolines, if you get a chance today, at least before lunchtime, flipping it over upside down. Moving across here, we do see more snow for portions of southern Illinois. We're looking at a wintry mix for Murray and Callaway County, Graves. We've got Carlisle and Ballard stretching back towards Poplar Bluff and New Madrid, and those south of that Tennessee, Kentucky line, you're dealing with rain showers. And then quickly, as soon as it arrives, it quickly dissipates. It fizzles out by lunchtime. So this is mainly going to be affecting the morning commute. So make sure you give yourself a little extra time in the morning, and be sure to check with us here on WPSD Local 7. There is a small stream and urban flood advisory for Ripley County and portions of southeastern Missouri, because we could see a lot of rain in a little bit of time here, so it could result in some localized flooding. Ultimate Doppler 6 live radar is showing that we did have some showers move through about 1 o'clock this morning. That has now moved out of the area. We're also watching this area, Wayne, Stoddard, and also looking at Ripley counties here. That is what we're going to be seeing for the morning hours. But the main line, the main system we're keeping a close eye on, is now making its way across portions of Arkansas at this moment. The yellow here is a severe thunderstorm watch. The yellow here is severe thunderstorm warning, and the red is a tornado watch.